I would consider this a counter matchup. Am I wrong and stupid and ugly too?
Which question do you want me to answer first? Sorry, you asked me quite a lot in that sentence.
I think they'll all have the same answer. So.
Oh, okay. Well, you are beautiful, and it is somewhat a counter, but of course, we know from previous experiences of like Skitter and Naga that you can play into a Leshrac based on constantly dragging out the map. You can get a mage there if you want. You also have the pure damage, but the overwhelming damage that a Pango and Viper can provide when Lesh steps up front.
Oh my
That's point as well. When
come on, man.
Oh, all right, he's playing for social media, baby. Okay.
Yep.
MJ, he's a fan favorite up here in Twitch chat.
Goodness gracious. Yeah, it's like we've got Twitch chat playing the game this time. What the hell?
Okay. With bated breath, will Nigma Galaxy respond?
There's no chance. There is zero chance they respond to this, I'm saying. I'm calling it now.
About 20 seconds time, he just randomly tanks a tip as well.
30 seconds to battle.
The thing is that they're poking them here, they're playing a bit of mental games, trying to get under their skin in the least sportsmanlike way possible.
Yeah, it's pretty awkward for sure. Twitch chat will like it. If this was actually in any way a close and competitive game, I also probably would be a little bit oof.
I like it because now I don't have to soften the blows on these guys at all. Like they just made themselves a baddies for me, so that's all right for me.
I mean, he is like 6k, I believe. I think 4.4k Immortal is literally 6k. I'm sure there's a joke in there, but again, it's 9 in the morning. I couldn't pull it off.
You couldn't put it together. That's all right. You worked.
No, yeah, exactly. But
all right.
All eyes on MJ. We just make sure every one of his deaths is caught on camera, though.
I think so. What's the Is he the lowest MMR on his team?
Yeah.
Perfect. That's such a classic. That's like an unranked stat classic, isn't it? It's so good. It's like the worst players always yapping in these games. Kuro go for the TP out and we'll be all right. Ding and Rasmus getting a bit.
Careful now. That sentence, you kind of connected it a little bit. The worst players is always yapping. Kuro.
There's no yapping going on here. Don't you pull me under like that.
Boss.
You.
So, you know what the script says for this qualifier? This is the one that Nigma qualifies, man. I don't know if you read it yet. It's been early, but we got it forwarded to us last night.
Oh wow, that was the very last minute.
Yeah,
when it was going to drop.
There was a slight change after they lost the open qualifiers. There was an amendment saying they got to win this one now.
Okay, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't really been practicing my lines, so sorry if I got a few things wrong.
No, it's okay. And MJ's following the script beautifully so far.
yeah. Good job, buddy. So I feel like we won't see a ton of aggression coming out from Nigma Galaxy until they've got like a decent start on Samel. Once Samel's maybe killed this guy like 3 or 4 times at mid, then we might see them moving. But Kuro's actually the first one to drop up on the top side. Ding brings him down. They do get the return kill onto Rasmus, but yeah, first blood going to the Tusk.
It's such a... top lane is going to be very aggressive. When you put Tusk with any ranged hero, you're always looking for a kill. You can utilize that tag team beautifully. He doesn't even have it yet, so that's even better. He's used shards and snowball just to continue it, but I kind of expect him to have actually even just shards tag team right now, but alas he doesn't. And the fact that they... Of course, tag team isn't very good against Windrunner, but with Disruptor naturally wanting to get some right clicks off, you have to be careful on Kuroki. If you step up too far, you are just going to be jumped once again, and this lane is just getting pushed into the off lane right now. Kuroki now going back to D-ward the camp, but I'm not going to say it's a little bit too late, but it's more, you're already hitting soon level 3 now on this Viper and Tusk, and you should just expect them to be even more aggressive as the levels come in. And mid lane, we just looked at it, doesn't matter. Let's watch it top again. Oh, back to mid. I'm baiting
mid lane's a bit of a beatdown, I won't lie.
I'm so sorry.
It's not looking ridiculous yet, but Leshrac has just been able to grab both water runes, which I feel like for a Leshrac in particular is kind of illegal. So he's now going to have plenty of mana to just spam out this Pango, and Pango's going to have to go all the way to the bounty rune, but Matthew says, oh yeah, I can pick that up. Happy to do so. So yeah, this Pango doesn't really have a game anymore.
Yeah, and it does look, because of the lanes that they have set up, Matthew will be able to contest this water rune as well. So at 4 minutes, if Leshrac takes top rune, Matthew comes back for the water rune, then yeah, it is going to be quite a difficult one. And I kind of feel like I expect there to be more aggression coming at some point on this map. Like we keep looking around, and bot lane, I don't really expect any kills. Right, Nagasar and Io, that's like one of the most passive lanes possible in Dota. It's just getting shoved into FBZ, and he's just chilling, happily hitting the creeps with no real contest, no real pressure. And the same thing, like look at the CS right now. It's 21 to Leshrac, 18 to Winona, 18 to Brewmaster. Tango has 13. That's the top of his entire team. And like Shaw and top, they were getting some kills, but it's not really connected into fight. And you gotta ask yourself the question, like Rasmus, he's had multiple creep waves in his face. We didn't really catch it, but how's he only got 7 CS? Like he's had at least 4 or 5 waves. Not under his tower, but right in front of his tower.
Yeah,
so
nearby.
Not the best CS from him.
You expect this. Now he's in trouble as well. Miracle just running him down. Kuro getting low as well, though, so they're looking for the trade here. Shackle shot comes out. Kuro is still just kind of manning up in this tusk here and trying to force him out. They won't be able to get the kill, but they will be able to force him away. And yeah, Miracle having a very free time up in the top side now, throwing a kill to his name as well.
Oh, and Suma's also doing a slightly different build to all the other players we've seen. He went for that point in stun, thinking potentially he wants to have independent kill threat. Of course, when you go for the 3 points Edict, 2 points Lightning, you don't really have that, but he's diving quite deep. Tusk is now TPing, Io's TPing in as well.
He could be in trouble here. They're fighting up into him. 2 heroes coming on in, but of course, the IO rotation is not the scariest thing in the world. Let's see if he can combo up with the Pangolier. Mel trying to get away. Swashbuckle is available, but he's not going to throw it out. Matthew coming across, looking to help out here, throwing a tango the way off Sumail. Observer Ward gets taken out by Sting as well. Crazy that British singer-songwriter Sting has now tried to qualify for a Dota tournament through the MENA region. But at the top side, Miracle takes down Rasmus. Once again, Viper getting a little bit destroyed right now. I kind of expect this hero to have a good lane, so a little bit worrying here for COPPYBEBRA.
The lane comes from pulling up the carry, right? You often pick it against melee heroes. But Windrunner with Windrun, you don't ever tank up those poison stacks, and yeah, Windrunner is a very good counter to the Viper. MJ boss man, you're losing the game. You're 3k down. You're level 3. What's this tip? Leave him alone.
He's trying, isn't he? He's trying.
He really is trying to be. I don't know. Maybe he just has like 1 million Reddit color points. Yeah. Let me load up Twitch chat. Let me see what the vibe is for MJ. I want to know if MJ, if he's got fans or if they're like, oh, this guy's an idiot. Let me look.
Right, you do research. Meanwhile, we'll watch this laning phase continue to go very, very dominantly here. Every single player on the side of Nigma Galaxy having a wonderful, wonderful time on their heroes. And they've got some pretty heavy heart timings, but they're not going to hit for a long time. You've got Brewmaster looking for the Radiance. You've got Wind Ranger, you know, she's going for the full Gleipnir. And Lesh, we'll see what he goes for after this Arcanes, whether it's going to be a Kaya game or the Yules game. Already got a point in Splitter, so could just queue up the Yules and go for the second point in Splitter early, but...
Alright, I've done my research, know that.
He wants to roll.
Someone in chat said, he's not like us. He spoke to Kuro face to face.
They respect him in a strange way. Alone in the bottom side, getting beaten down by FBZ. First split of the game is going to result in a kill. We'll get that enemy carry taken on down here. Pretty big title kill here for Nigma Galaxy and for FBZ. Meanwhile, on the top side, Rasmus just getting focus fired out and completely taken out of the game. Removed by Miracle, who's just killed him 3 times back-to-back now.
Yeah, all 3 lanes have been absolutely demolished by Nigma. It's exactly what you expect when we think about this game, and you know, the teams that are playing, you've got incredible matchups as well. Lesh beats out the Pango, Brew doesn't get pressured by the Naga, and of course Winner versus Viper. So on paper, if this game was a little bit closer, I would have expected Nigma to be able to win all 3 lanes, you know, equally. And yeah, 6,000 gold lead, 8 minutes in. does help that they have this Leshrac. They will be able to utilize any early advantage and pressure it even more. It isn't as if Nigma can win lanes and have to sit back and farm just to ensure they don't make this game a little bit more volatile than it needs to be. They really can just slowly force the objective. Sumo also poking his head into the top jungle. And just to clarify, this is not Rasmus as in Danish player Misery who coaches Bleed. Like, this is just another Rasmus. Because Misery did rebrand to Rasmus like 2 years ago.
Rasmus Kuro getting low down to the bottom side, but going to be able to make himself out away to safety. FBZ sneaking in around the sidelines here, looking to finish off this IO. And he is going to get clonked as around on the sideline. Somehow catching out the Pangolier. Pangolier getting up to the high ground. He's got a Rolling Thunder available and a Shield Crash. This should be able to escape this one. Going for the TP is going to be successful. But somehow, he's just found himself a bunch of stacks here. Matthew's been busy making these, as we mentioned before. He's going to be able to farm these up and continue consolidating his advantage. And yeah, the top side, Rasmus is dead again.
Yeah.
Turn up to lane, get shackle shotted, get focus fire. Turn up to lane, get shackle shot, get focus fire.
So, what do you want to talk about now, man? This game is kind of, in a professional sense, it's kind of over.
Well, earlier I mentioned about capybaras being overrated. I'd like to propose tapirs be the replacement for everybody's eyes because they're really cute. I got to scratch one, Tiga. I enjoyed it a lot. They're very.
Oh, wait,
they're not
is that
soft.
the
They're
one
very
with
rough, but they.
the unique nose?
Yeah, that's a
I
very
don't
sensitive
think
way of putting it.
The way that social media, power ranks the animal kingdom, I kind of feel Tapu is already on kind of a mid to low tier.
Yeah, because people think it's got like a silly face and an ugly nose. It's unfair because they're just lovely guys.
It's more like, could you cuddle it?
Absolutely, I would love it as Q just kind of running into his death here, QJY. Not really respecting the 4 points of Diabolic Edict under the cover of Rolling Thunder and just roll into his own death. Sting trying to get away as a Carmen and the shackle to heal him up a little bit. Sting might just escape this yet. Up to the high ground he goes. MJ trying to lead them in another direction and allow his Tusk to escape. And, well, he's going to be successful in doing that. Oh my god, power shot almost catches out the Tusk. Very close for Miracle there. What timings do we have on the radio side?
Man. Please.
What's their comeback potential here?
I absolutely adore the concept of some qualifiers and stuff, but sometimes, especially in MENA, you are going to have these games, and I don't think okay, so if I can ignore that, if I can filter through that in my analysis, then you need the Panga to push out waves, you need the Naga to just get out on the map and try and get some type of farm, but they don't have any pick-off potential, they can't take towers, the Viper has no game, like no one has anything, they're just all like the equivalent of lane creeps right now. MJ dying as well, Moonwalk himself back to the base, like they need to just exist for like half an hour to feel good, and you're not going to do that against Nigma Galaxy with a Leshrac. So unless Nigma really decide to yeet themselves into the enemy tier 4s, then yeah, I'm gonna sit back and enjoy the show for a little bit.
I think so.
Yeah. And also it is kind of funny that the guy who all chatted, of course he is trying to meme, but at least match it up with a little bit more than this. Your only kill was on Kuro. Oh no.
I think that's all he wanted. I'm sure he just came into this match being like, I have one goal. I'd like to kill Kuro and tell him to retire. And he's achieved it.
Actually, like, it would have been incredibly toxic, and I would hate to see it. But Reddit would have loved to have seen this based play, where as soon as they kill Kuro, MJ does one more all chat into then they GG. Like, that could have been like a social media angle, which I really hope I never see. And clearly it didn't happen as Naga does die, but I'm really scratching my head, boss. I don't know what to talk about.
That's alright. That's alright. I mean, what's your favorite build right now? Your favorite unconventional build?
Ooh, Ogre buying Orchid. is my favorite build right now.
Orchid.
Yeah, because a lot of people like buy Midas on the hero. We're going to be seeing Sting die in the mid lane, so it's fine. No, but I think...
Or are
Orchid...
we?
Oh, hold on. Oh.
Oh, is what? Snowball is huge. MJ does get brought down, and wow, Sting's gonna die as well.
So anyway, back to this really important conversation.
Anyway.
So Midas costs like 2,200 gold, but then the payoff for it, even with multicasts, will take some time. For 1,000 gold more, you could get an Orchid, have HP regen, mana regen, and then in the fights, you kind of become like a pressure point for your opponent, because instead of it just being the hero that has a fire blast and one stun and ignite falls off, you then become the, wait a second, if I'm a puck and I'm jumping in, this ogre can Orchid me. I could also accidentally get multicasted in the fight. And for 1,000 more gold, you become just a nuisance. You force your enemy's itemization, whilst Pango jumps into death in the mid lane, while Sting dies in the top lane. Yeah. Yep. It's 16,000 gold lead. And yeah.
Excellent.
Just, yeah, that's
40
right.
minutes in, only 1 kill being gained by the entire side of COPPYBEBRA. 17 by Nigma Galaxy, 16k gold advantage at 14-minute mark. This game, carnage over. But I'm sure we'll be locked in it for the long run here. I don't expect COPPYBEBRA to lose any second of that limelight here. They're going to milk it.
The Naga Siren, she's just kind of doing what I said, right? She's on the enemy side of the map. There is no dire ward here, so at least her ability to skip throws will come into play, of course. It is minute 15, and they're down about 1,000 gold per minute right now. But Atsuma doesn't even want them to farm. Already comes back. Oh, come
Sniffs
on,
him out
Suma, leave him
perfectly.
alone.
Don't leave him alone. Delete his bloodline.
Oh,
Yes.
oh, I
Hey,
really
my
leave her
favorite
alone
build
here.
at the moment.
Yep. What's that?
It's fallen off actually since the Mage Slayer buff, but nerfs. But when Mage Slayer was really good, you go Enchantress, right? You get the Shard, you get Mage Slayer. You got the physical resistance untouchable. You can like bounce away. You become super elusive and tanky. Very silly.
Not opposed to it. Not opposed to it. Do you need damage? You need Hurricane Pike or something? You can right click.
You go after, yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, doesn't sound too bad.
Yeah, it's Mage Slayer into Hurricane Pike. You know, it's one of those things where you got to make sure you don't have like any like Urses or annoying heroes on the enemy team. Basically, make sure the enemy team don't have a carry and you're fine.
So use your 4 back. Oh, actually, chat, please. I have a question for you. What are your 4 heroes you banned for your rank queue? I want to see what the general vibe is for our Twitch chat. Just type the 4 heroes, and again, I will be looking in the future, so we can talk about it in future content of this game. But
what about the most base thing you could do? You could have as your 4 bans, like the most.
The 4 most base bans are having no bans. Just accepting that you're...
No, I know the most base bans actually. You ban the 4 lowest win rate heroes to bring up your game quality, to make sure neither team can have them.
Oh,
and you
GG's
get the
been
best
cool.
game possible. Hey, we have released from our immortal prison. Excellent. Game number 1. 22k advantage, 60 minutes into the game. Jova.
It said good luck. Hold on a second. You don't say good luck
Forfeit
after
game 2.
Game 1.